My name is Kylie Altier, and I am the 2024 Louisiana State Teacher of the Year. And maybe more importantly, for the sake of this video, I am also a mom to a 4-year-old that I taught to read this past summer. So what I want to do today is inspire you to take a jump and teach your child or any child you know how to read. And here's why. Reading is not just a subject in school. Reading is almost like a gatekeeper in our society to everything else we want to do in life. To be a member of our world, you have to be literate. So reading is not just a subject in school. I want you to switch your mind and know that reading is a human right for your child. They deserve to learn how to read, and it is your job to take the reins and make sure you're giving them the skills they need. So you might be asking, why me? Why am I here to teach you this? And it starts all the way back to when I was a little tiny human, like the little tiny humans I teach now. And I started noticing pretty young that I was struggling learning how to read in about 1st or 2nd grade. But instead of telling anyone, I kind of went into hiding mode. So I started trying to work really, really hard. I remember studying spelling words over and over and over again, and it would just click for other kids, but I could not get it. And I could never read the words that I was being asked to read, so I just started being really shy, hoping that nobody would ever call on me to be read aloud in class. And for the most part, this worked until one night in 2nd grade, my mom just asked me to read aloud to me. And in this moment, she saved me because she realized I couldn't learn how to read. And so she took me to go see a specialist where we would learn that I had dyslexia. And my mom even pulled me out of school, and she got me a private dyslexia therapist for 2 weeks, and it really gave me the skills and the tools I needed to be able to be successful in a school setting. And 1 in 5 of our students have dyslexia, and 1 out of 20 of them will ever be diagnosed. And I had all of this support thanks to my mom. And even with that, I felt my confidence rocked in a pretty big way, learning how to read later than my peers. And I thought that I was doing okay with that until I actually became the State Teacher of the Year. And then I've been asked to do a lot of things that feel out of my comfort zone, and I feel my confidence rocked still. Like I feel the value of who I am. And I'm always comparing myself to others. And so that's something I'm actively fighting against every day. And through a lot of reflection, I've learned that it starts really young. So I am so grateful that my mom really just took the time to see me. And I think she really did so many amazing things for me just by doing this. And anybody who has an opportunity to see a child can have the same goals. So this is so important. This is so much bigger than getting an A in school. It's about giving your kids the tools they need to be lifelong learners. Having had that experience, it became really important to me to teach every kid that I could how to read, which is why now I'm a 1st grade teacher. So I went on to get my master's degree, to get reading specialist certified, and I worked really hard to know all things reading so I could help my students in my class as much as I could. And as much as I can, I'm still doing it. But the thing that exists in the classroom that can never be overlooked is that there will always be other kids in the class. And I find that when you're at home and you're able to have that one-on-one personal connection, you have the power to create a safe space for your student to live without any comparison to other people. You have the power to be the inner voice for your child, to shape how they view themselves as a reader. And you alone, or you if you are an aunt, if you are a grandparent, if you are a guardian, if you are like anybody who is able to sit down with a child in one-on-one space, you have the ability to change their life forever. So through these videos, I'm going to be teaching you just enough to learn the basics of how to teach a child how to read. And in my opinion, everyone in our country should know these foundational building blocks so we can all work together and make sure we have a literate society. Every single child has the right to learn how to read, and it starts with you.